Hi, this is Al DeSico from Natural Acoustics Lab. The purpose of this video is to give an overview of our stick shaker family. You'll see that there are 14 instruments in front of me on the table. 7 of them actually comprise a stick shaker family. The 7 instruments to my right are made out of ash hardwood. The 7 instruments to my left are made out of walnut. You may ask, why do we have 7 instruments? That's because we wanted to improve on Mother Nature's design and come up with shakers that are voiced. The motivation here is that people love particular percussion instruments. They develop their technique. They perfect the use of that instrument, but frequently they may not be able to use their go-to shaker because from a tonal standpoint, it might be too low in pitch or too high in pitch. Here, we've given the artist full flexibility in choosing a tone that's suitable for the track or performance need. Quickly, I'd like to explain that these instruments address 3 specific improvements we wanted to make regarding shakers. The first is allowing the artist to have full control over dynamics, meaning from soft to loudness, and having gradual control and complete control during a performance or a recording session. So if you listen, I can start shaking, but I can swell the volume very easily and bring it back down again with full control and stop when I need to stop. So that's one area of improvement. We also wanted to provide a shaker instrument that addressed the needs of different playing motions. In a long performance setting, motion fatigue can set in. With these instruments, one might be able to play as a traditional shaker in the back and forward fashion, or simply hold it differently up and down, or actually wave it, where you've got a pendulum effect going on. You could also play it as a tambourine. Or if you're a singer at the microphone, you can easily tap it against your hip or thigh. So that's one area where another area was the playing technique. The third area we wanted to address was articulation. And articulation meaning voices, and voices obtained through different playing techniques. So if you play in the horizontal setting, you'll get the full tonal range of the shaker. If you play it in the Y-axis, there's going to be less striking of the outer wall at all times, and you'll lose some of the lower end, but it's still a very viable tone. Some composers wish to use these in the Z-axis, essentially in a spear type of motion, where there's not a huge amount of volume, but for a recording, especially of a tension track for television, it's very effective, and you can also achieve great volume, or great speed in this playing technique. Lastly, along the lines of articulation, you can mute and unmute these instruments. So by changing the grasp of the fingers on the instrument, there's a noticeable change in tone. Once again, with voicing, as the sticks get larger, the tone gets deeper. So the 14-inch baritone has a very woody, music of the world feel that is ideal for film scores and people looking for more of a world feel. The tenor, the next down, is higher in tone, but it's still, being a larger version of a stick, is more woody and suitable for that genre of music. As you get into the 10-inch stick and below, these tend to sound more like traditional shakers, but once again, they're voiced. And as you go down in size, it gets higher pitched. But all the playing techniques and all of the articulations and techniques for playing that I've explained widely apply to each of these. You can see with the piccolo, very nice, gentle sound. And higher still is a pixie sound. And this small one, 2-inch poodle it's called, has a great character, great voice, and many composers desire this sound, and this sound has appeared on TV tracks and is being used today in the studios. The last point I'd like to make is that our instruments are being fashioned in various woods. These walnut sticks, besides being beautiful, will have a warmer tone and a different character than an ash will. Then it's a little more lush, a little more warm in tone, and that applies widely to each of the walnut sticks. So once again, we've addressed 3 specific improvements: volume control, playing techniques available for a single shaker instrument, and also articulations. And we've come up with roughly somewhere in the range of 12 to 15 different articulations that can be achieved with these instruments. That's it for now. Thank you.